What's up, people? Good morning. It's 8:05 a.m. Ruben Obed here, back transmitting live. I'm up early, trying to start my day. I'm gonna finish a couple of little things here, so I do my live and send out my emails like I normally do, and then go into the gym. Trying to get everything done early. I'm gonna do everything early. But good morning. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. We have to train early today. A lot of people are really enjoying and liking my new salsa single. You know, the salsa version of Hotel California. I'm really happy about that. You know, people are taking, giving it a like. The views are, going up on YouTube, as well as the other platforms, but generally YouTube is what I'm focused on. And the views are going up, man. And the likes, and so I'm happy. I'm happy, with how the people have received the new song, and that's what it's about, man. It's about putting out good music that people enjoy. Music. All right. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna train early because I'm hoping that I can work on a new salsa track today. I have an idea of something. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but I have an idea which I want to explore. And if I'm hoping I have the time to do it today. You know, producing producing salsa music takes a little while. It's not like other genres like hip hop where you just make this beat. 5-10 minutes. No, for me to produce a salsa track, we're talking about at minimum of 6 hours just to make the arrangement. 5-6 hours. And many times it's not done on the same day. Maybe because after you finish the arrangement, then the next day is when you really start adding the finishing touches and the background vocals, and so it usually takes about 2 days to do. You know, so if you know if I can if I can finish everything I have to do, I might start working on that today. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet. I gotta train. Training gets priority. I'm here rolling up my hand wraps like I normally do. I trained last night. Took it a little soft last night. I trained, but I didn't train as hard as I normally do. I needed a little bit of rest. So Now I feel good because I'm gonna train now, and I feel like really fresh. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do at least 12 rounds on the heavy bag and some weight training, and start our day off like that. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about many, many things in the last couple of days. I've been thinking about my life and social media and hello lightning, social media and the channel, and what direction I'm gonna go with things. You know, it's a For me right now, it's kind of like a time of reflection. Having to just analyzing everything that has been on in my life, and I feel like I'm at a level right now that things are just gonna start looking up for me. You know what I mean? Looking real good. And yesterday, some stuff happened, which kind of like I'm like, that's the hand of God giving me confirmation. You know, um, it's how can I say it? It's kind of like God gave me a heads up that my season of struggle is over, and you know and it felt really good because it was a confirmation, felt so good. I'm like, great, man. So I think my season of going through hardships and struggles are over. you know I don't know, it's hard to explain something like this until it ever happens to you. It's like, you ever heard the statement, when something shifts? Yes, yesterday something shifted in my life. Something shifted in a big manner, and I'm like, oh my God, man, this is it. This is it. So if you guys will notice, if it is what I think it is, you guys will notice the change even in me. You'll notice. You'll notice. Because when something shifts in the spiritual realm, I'm telling you, man, you see the signs. You see the signs, and I'm already feeling the signs of it. I'm already feeling it. It's weird, but I'm not going to bring doubt. You know. Anyways, I know I'm being very vague, but it's something that isn't 100% tangible. I don't know. I just wanted to share it. So what's up with you guys? Talk to me. What's going on? I see Lightning is here. What are you doing up so early, Lightning? The hell is that? Eating. What is that you posted? I can't see. What are you eating? Oh, it's a shy monkey. I can't see too well. I'm blind as a bat. What are you eating? You look like you eat pita bread. You know who you look like? You look like a Jake Paul and shit. You look like a Jake Paul, like an influencer who hasn't made it yet. Sausage and egg baguette with sriracha. Okay, I understand the first two, but I don't know what a sriracha is. But it sounds good. Sounds like spinach. Where are you from, Lightning? Where are you from? La di da. I'm looking at your picture. I mean, if that is you in the picture, it probably isn't. Why you say la di da? Oh, for your England. Oh, all right. That's you. You got nice hair. Unlike my bald ass, I ain't got no hair. Ooh la la. Yep. You're from the U. I get so many people from the UK. You know. Let me ask you something. Is that sausage? Is that sausage and egg baguette? Is it of good quality? Is it good quality? Did you down it with a bottle of water? Good quality. Quality sausage. Oh man, it's very, very good quality sausage. Drink it with a bottle of water. It's not good quality. You know, actually, I'm joking around, but I actually like that accent. I really, really do. I love it. I love hearing it. You know, and women sound so pretty when they talk when they have that accent. I love listening to Scary Spice when she comes out. America's Got Talent, and she speaks like that with that British accent. That's beautiful, man. You know, Andrew Tate also says quality. You know, and what other words do you guys pronounce like that? I know it's quality, and you guys say water, and there's some other words. Oh, you're autistic. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that. I remember you told me that you're autistic. There's a show of an autistic doctor. I don't know the name of the show. But he's in the show. I mean, the guy isn't autistic in real life, but he's an autistic doctor. I don't know. Do you know what show I'm talking about? Hey, what's up, John B? Good morning, buddy. Good morning, John B. I'm talking to a guy from UK named Lightning. He says quality. You just don't understand social interactions very well. Like, give me an example of a social interaction that you don't understand. I'm curious. Like, what? Okay, if a girl is flirting with you, you're clueless. John B says, "Oh, that the show's called the Good Doctor." Yeah, honestly, and the reason why I'm mentioning is since Lightning says he's autistic, I want to know if he's seen that show, The Good Doctor, because I want to know how accurate the depiction of that doctor is to a person with autism. All right, but let me ask you, Lightning. Okay, so if a girl's flirting with you and you don't, you're clueless. Okay, um, some guys are clueless and they're not even autistic. You know, what if somebody says, "Hey, the girl's checking you out," and what do you do then? You know what I mean? Like, do you do some autistic shit? Do you like, no, no, do you do something like that? Do you say, "No, she's not good quality. She's not good quality. Not good quality partner." Yo, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm teaching you social interactions. Don't tell me you go like this. Yo, I swear there was I have a family member as a kid, and we took him to the plaza. He was little, and there he I don't know if he's autistic or not. You don't know if someone is making fun of you. Okay, so right now I made a joke. I'm not making fun of you. I'm joking around. Did you know? You don't know somebody's gonna be violent. Oh shit, that's dangerous as hell. That's really dangerous. Oh man. See, I could teach you that. Like if you lived here in Puerto Rico, I could show you that because I could show you like my demeanor. Cause I'm a nice guy, but I'm violent as hell. As hell, you can see it in the eyes when I'm about to knock somebody's teeth out. Like you can tell, and you feel the threat. So I think you know what you should do. You should join a boxing gym. John B says autism is a spectrum. Some are very functional and some are nonverbal, depending on the caregiver. True. Oh, they're narcissistic. Okay. You know, sometimes I think that I might be a little bit autistic. You know, and the reason I say that, right, is because um I have some social interaction issues with people. You know, I'm like I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit shyness, I guess, sometimes. But I'm also like extremely creative. Like I know how to do like too many things. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think, but then I have like a little bit of OCD as well. So I don't know. Maybe it's OCD. I don't know what the hell I have. It doesn't matter. I'm just unique. And you're unique. You don't have spectrum. You don't have a spectrum. You're unique. Excuse me. I burped. Oh hell yeah! Well, like I was saying, there was this kid, right? And we were at the plaza, and there were fireworks and shit. And that kid started going like, ah! I got mad as fuck. I said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're trying to enjoy it. He stopped doing that shit. I mean, I'm just letting you know, autistic or not, I ain't putting up with that shit. You know, because I can tell you, you could be autistic, but even a puppy knows when he's not to cross some boundaries. I told that kid to shut the fuck up. And guess what? His parents were like, but then it worked. He didn't fuck around all night. So just because the person is autistic don't mean that they don't know how to, they don't know how to respect boundaries. I got mad as shit because I think it's unnecessary, and I think that parents sometimes, yeah, exactly. You hit the head right on the nail. You know, parents, they reward that shit. No, you could be autistic, but it doesn't mean you can't understand that you're bothering somebody with your actions. And people, if somebody tells you, yo, I don't like that shit, you know what I mean? And I understand I understand that autistic people, some people have that oversensitivity to sounds and certain. I understand that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, to start going like this and shit, that's fucking embarrassing, man. If your kids are autistic, like, don't fucking, like, I mean, tell them to do it differently or something, or just to, whatever, or bring some headphones. But when you let your kids run around doing this shit, they start looking fucking retarded. You know what I mean? And if you love your kids, you don't want your kids to look retarded, you know? John B says, I went to the wedding at the house of Vice President of National Boxing Association this weekend. That place was like a museum with the autographed gloves, pictures, and all great. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Man, that is cool. I wish I was there. Man, I hope you ate a lot of cake. Good quality cake. Yeah, but Lightning, you do look like you got that whiteness. Man, you ain't disabled. You know what, Lightning? I'm gonna tell you something. All right, I'm gonna tell you this from the heart. All right, I'm gonna tell you something from the heart. Can I? This might change your life. If you're ready, if you're ready, I'm gonna tell you something. All right. This is. I want you to tell me that you're ready. I'm gonna tell you something. But you haven't said that you're ready. Once you say that you're ready, I'm gonna tell you something. All right, you ready? Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. All right. I'm a Puerto Rican. I'm a minority. I live in Puerto Rico. I've been a social worker. You know, I studied. I went to college. Became a social worker. I'm a music producer. I'm an established music producer. I'm poor, but I am an established music producer. I'm a boxer, and I live in a town called Dorado, which so happens to live up the street. I live literally a 5 minute walk from Jake Paul's house. They live up the street from me. You know, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Alec Monopoly, all of these billionaires, because they're billionaires. They live up the street from me. I go into their community all the time. And I'm going to tell you something. All right, now listen to what I'm going to tell you. When you are white, all right, and a lot of people, and I'm a Republican, white people have been born with a blessing from God. White people, whatever they do, the odds of it exploding and manifesting and getting a breakthrough is very, very high, you know. And I feel in my heart to tell you this, just on what you look like, all right, I can tell you, you can be the next Jake Paul. If I were you, all right, if you want to be rich, I don't know if it's just my perception or if it's God saying this, but if you take your whiteness and whatever skill God has given you, it could be a video, you could be talking about, autism, that could be your niche, or whatever it is. If you start exploiting that, in a year, you're going to have more than 1 million followers. And it has a lot to do with the fact that you're white. As a Republican, it doesn't sound too very popular for me to say that there's white privilege. Yes, there is white privilege. All right. And white privilege isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is a good thing. It is harder for a Puerto Rican that looks like me to succeed. You know what I mean? You've noticed the pattern too. Okay, I appreciate that, because a lot of people, especially here in the States, want to deny the fact. Look, like I said, I live in this neighborhood. There's a lot of white people moving here to Puerto Rico, and especially to the upscale communities. And yesterday, I'm walking out of the supermarket with my wife, and there's these white girls, right? And I mean, and I know white girls. I grew up in the States, so it's nothing different to me. But my wife is a native of Puerto Rico. She's never even left the island, and she said, she said, Ruben, those girls, they look expensive. And I knew exactly what she meant. They look expensive. White people, you guys might not know this, but you guys look expensive. And it's what Lightning just says, a halo effect. Yes. Embrace that. Embrace that shit, because it's real. It's real. And it opens doors for you guys, It opens doors. And you have it. You have it. I mean, if that's you in the picture, I'm telling you right now, you have it. As a person that's been involved in the music industry all my life, when we see somebody who has that special shine, we call it angel. That person has angel. And now you said the word halo effect. It is real. Some minorities have that. All right. And I know a couple of, African American and even Hispanic have that little angel halo effect, You get trolled relentlessly. Oh, so do I. I get trolled relentlessly. All you got to do is put it on subscriber mode. When you go to your settings on the live right now, I could put it on subscriber mode, and I'll give it a 20-minute buffer. So in other words, no, you'll be impermeable to trolling. Impermeable. And then it won't bother you. You put it on subscriber mode, you put it on 20-minute setting. If a troll is willing to wait the 20 minutes to try to troll you, then you just immediately block them. So that's my advice to you. Do it, bro. You're going to become a millionaire. You're going to have a big success. I just hope you remember this little poor Puerto Rican when you do. But that's my word for, I don't know if it comes from God. Maybe it does. Maybe it's a word from God. But I'm just letting you know, that white privilege is a thing, and I don't look at it from negative perspective. I look at it from a positive perspective. You have, it's like your world. The world is your oyster. And take advantage of it. You have whiteness, bro. You have that. I mean, even if you go look, if you go to Africa, all right, Africa, and amongst African Americans here, the lighter skinned Africans, even the Puerto Ricans too, lighter skinned are always favored for some reason. You know? Why? Why is it that even amongst black women in Africa, generally they wanna, the more attractive ones are considered the lighter ones. Why? Because it's what you say, that whole halo effect. That's a real shit. And like I told my wife, I said, I always tell my wife, white babies are beautiful. You know? You got blue eyes? Come on, bro. Straight up. God woke up one day and he fucking put these, these fucking blue eyes, turquoise, topaz in your fucking eyeball. And then you have golden hair coming out of your follicles. It's made of fucking gold, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as a Puerto Rican, I look at this shit. I look at the white babies, and I'm like, I mean, all babies are beautiful, but white babies are fucking. They look like they're angels and shit. Mind you, I mean, there can be some ugly white babies, but in general, you look at pictures. Google it. Google up white babies, and versus like Hispanic babies or black babies. I mean, and they're all beautiful, but white babies they glow because it's like I think that white people have been blessed, by God in certain things. That's my belief. I don't. It's not even a sense of you know superiority or anything. We're all children of God. But come on, man. When you open your eyes and shit and they're fucking blue like the fucking sky, that's angelic shit. When your hair comes out of your follicle looking like gold strands, come on, man. Yeah, well, exactly. All right, that whatever it is your niche is, if it's about dogs and whatever, do it, bro. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich. Trust me. You're gonna overnight. At first it's gonna start a little slow. Start doing your little videos. Make sure that the video has a pretty good quality. You know, I'm telling you, I'm telling you that from the heart. I'm telling you from the heart. Just don't forget this Puerto Rican who told you this. Don't forget me, cause you're gonna be rich, and I'm a broke ass over here. I'm making your heart race. Well, I'm just speaking from the heart, man. Maybe God put me here today to tell you that. You know, do it, cause I feel that you got that it factor. You know, you won't forget the catalyst. Amen. Glory be to God, man. If God, sometimes that's how it happens. God puts somebody, in your path just to tell you something that in fact, you probably already knew it. You just probably needed a confirmation. But I see it because I see the guys like you here in Puerto Rico. I see them, and they end up being successful, because they have something. They have something that many of us don't have. So that's how I can identify it. The problem is that many times people, they identify it with jealousy and envy, and they're like, oh, I'm just as good as them. No, come on, man. Let's be realistic, bro. Let's be realistic. Some people are endowed in certain aspects of their life. When I look at a black man who's fucking 6'6" or 7 foot and strong and athletic, man, I can't think that I'm gonna play better basketball than that guy. You know, just genetically, the African American generally are stronger and more developed in their body. Man, go up to any black guy on the street and tell him to take his shirt off. You're gonna see two things: abs and low body fat. And they probably eat whatever the hell they want, and their bodies just, they're genetically gifted. Women say that black men are genetically gifted from the waist down. Shit, what the fuck? You can't deny certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make another race lesser because they don't have a certain skill or whatever. They don't, and so that's just the thing. White people, you guys got something. White people, Caucasians, y'all have something special. See, us Puerto Ricans, it's different. It's kind of weird because we're a mixture of all three. We are European, we're African and Taino Indian. So, I have cousins who look just like you. Yeah, people don't like to talk about it because all of a sudden they think that you're speaking stereotypes or you're thinking superiority. No, it has nothing to do with superiority. It just has to do with some people and some races, have certain things that they are, those are gifts. Right now, I'm a music producer. I can produce music. I play piano. Maybe you can't. Doesn't mean I'm better than you. It means that God gave me a gift. In the same manner that God gave me a gift to produce music and sing and produce and stuff and play instruments, maybe God didn't give you that gift, but God gave you some whiteness. And that whiteness opens doors to opportunity. If I'm in the ghetto, right? I'm talking about me. If I'm in the ghetto and I see a white guy like you walking by, I don't think you're going to rob me. I don't feel the need to lock the doors. Why? Because generally, white guys like you ain't gonna come and rob you. But if I see a Puerto Rican or black guy, I think there's a probability of him robbing me. Well, that translates into when you go to the bank. When you go to the bank, you'll probably get the loan because there's that trust factor. The white guy, he's got this whole Jake Paul, Logan Paul vibe going. So when you ask for $100,000 to open up, to do some kind of a streaming service or platform, the bank will offer you the loans without asking. They won't give me the loan. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Those are certain privileges. White people have that. Caucasians, the Anglo, the Caucasians, the Vikings and shit. you know, you know. They say, by the way, we can give you 3,000 if you like. Exactly. I don't get that. Oh, so you say no thanks. I mean, I'll be like, damn, $3,000. Shit, I'm broke as hell. I'm broke as hell. Man, I don't have no money. That's why I can tell you, bro. You're talking to somebody who's seeing real freaking life here, real life. And I like to address the things. Look, I'm gonna tell you something about white people. John B, are you there? You still there, white? John B, I'm gonna say something about white people. I have this channel, right? People support this channel. People send me a little donation here and there to help me out. I would say 98% of the people who donate to my channel and help me out are white people. During Hurricane Maria, me and my wife, let me talk right. My wife and I, we were going through hell through Hurricane Maria. We didn't have water. We didn't have electric for about a year and a half. It was white people from InfoWars. They came. They brought me money. They helped me out. The donations came in from white people. It wasn't Hispanics. It wasn't blacks. So I know from experience that white people, are the ones that step up to the plate and help out. You look at it in America. You look at it, when you see the television shows of the Discovery Channel. Who are the ones that are going over there to other countries as missionaries and doctors, to heal people for free? It's the white man. It's the white man. Anytime there's a catastrophe in the world, the white man shows up. Be it, right now people talk shit about Israel. Israel is the one that's feeding Gaza. Why? The white Jews from Israel are the ones. Why? Because God gave white people a certain gift and a certain position, in terms of governance. I believe, and a lot of people disagree with me, that white people are more equipped to govern. That's why you see cities that are run by minorities turn into shitholes. That's why when you think of civilization, you think of Europe. You don't think of Africa. We're in the year 2025, and if you go to Africa, those people are still sitting on the floor, cooking monkey on the floor. They didn't have the sense, they don't have the sense to create a fucking table. And that's not criticizing them. I respect and I love their culture, but the whole point is when you think of civilization, you think of the white man. If God gave the white man that, then we should learn from the white man. The same thing is that if the white man wants to learn how to dance, Get a black teacher. You know, white people in general, I'm not saying that white people can't dance, but in general, white people, most don't have rhythm. You know, they can't dance. You know, you see, you admit it. Exactly. I'm not saying that you're less because you can't dance. I'm saying that maybe God did not gift you in that way. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we all need to stick together, white people, black people, Hispanics, because we can all learn from each other. You know, a lot of the stuff that I do on social media, you know, I'm constantly watching. I know who's better than me at things. You know, when I do my marketing and I do my Sora videos, hey, I watch a lot of Logan Paul, Jake Paul, these guys. They clearly know what the hell they're doing. So I want to emulate that. I'm learning from the white man. You know, I don't care if people say that I'm, oh, you're a sellout. No, no, fuck that shit. You know, if the white man is doing something good, I'm gonna emulate the white man. If the Chinese man is doing something good, I'm gonna emulate the Chinese man. I'm gonna learn. You know, because at the end of the day, I want to prosper. You know, so anyway, kind of went on a tangent here, but I'm just telling you, know. But right now, look at what you said. You said you're autistic, but then you said I had your heart racing. So I guess you're not that autistic because you're understanding the social aspect of what I'm saying, and to the point that it stirred your heart up, right? You see, so Lightning says, "I wish I could." You wish you could what? Dance? Well, I'm gonna tell you, dancing is something that can be learned, but if you don't have natural rhythm, you're not ever gonna look right. You know what I mean? You know, that comes naturally. The actual dancing and movements themselves are learned, but you have to have the rhythm. You have to have that. It's like music. Some people, some people don't. They're just have no. They're what we call in the music business. They're tone deaf. They will never be able to sing. They might learn how to play a piano mechanically by reading something, but it's not the same somebody who has natural talent. Exactly. I mean, if you cannot sing, absolutely not. Not even, then you just weren't born with the talent. You know, you have to, and that's just the thing. Look at black people. I would say 95% of black people have great voices. Ask any homeless guy on the street, black guy, to sing you something. I bet you he could sing. I bet you. And I believe there's a reason for that. I believe that the African people are the worshipers. God separated them for the worshiping. That's why they're so great at the arts. I believe that in heaven, a lot of the people who are gonna be like the singers and the performers will probably be like the blacks. You know, even though we're not gonna have colors in heaven, but I believe that that black people were giving that anointing that because black people could sing, man. Black people could sing, and when they sing, there's something in the soul that you feel it. Now white people could sing too, but it's just different. But these are subjects that sometimes people get offended because they think that I'm like criticizing. No, I'm just pointing out the obvious, man. Oh, Michael Jackson. That's a perfect example of somebody brilliant. You know, listen to Michael Jackson. Listen to Beyonce's voice. Listen to Whitney Houston's voice. I mean, it's just it's spectacular. You know, even though Celine Dion has a magnificent voice, it's not the same as listening to Whitney Houston. You know, it just doesn't feel the same. You know, it's kind of like the difference between, you know, a white guy making fried chicken and a black guy making fried chicken. You know what I mean? It's gonna taste different. You know. But anyway, going back to that, man. Do your channel, dude. Lightning. Do your channel. You know, you got that halo, as you call it, the halo factor. You know, use that shit to your advantage, bro. Don't let that go to waste. And when you become a millionaire, you're in a Ferrari. Don't forget this broke ass Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico. You're scared? Nah, man. Don't fuck scared. Fuck that whole scared shit. You know. Nobody reaches anything in life being scared. Like right now, if I when I get my first pro fight, I'm gonna be scared. I'm scared. I'm scared right now, and I don't even have the pro fight. Just the thought of going into a ring with a champion is scary. But you got to jump at it. Head first. As I always say, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump in it head first. I'm gonna jump off a building head first into a thumbtack. You know. Hell yeah, man. Telling you, grab this world. Get your heart attack. Nah, man, no heart attack. Just do it, bro. Like Nike. Just do it. When you rich, then just watch, man. Once you start doing that shit, you know, you know. He said, "Thank you so much, teacher." Oh, you're welcome, man. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to encourage people. You know, you got to use that shit. I tell these things to my daughter. Thank you. Well, if you like my show, if you want to make a little donation to the channel, you could do it through PayPal because my ass is broke. If you want, that's what the show is about. That's what the show I want the show to focus on. I talk to my daughter. My daughter's gorgeous. My daughter's beautiful, and my daughter has a lot of talent. She can sing and she can do a lot of things, but she kind of like doesn't want to do these things. You know what I mean? Or just something holding her back. But if at some point my daughter wants to do these things, I know she's gonna be successful because she's got that whiteness. She's my daughter look white. And I always tell her, use that shit to your advantage, man. It opens doors. It opens doors. you know me, I have a little bit of whiteness, just a little bit, but I have more. I'm more of a minority, so I have to glow in different other ways, because I don't have golden hair coming out of my head. I have the blue eyes, you know. So the bank ain't gonna give me the loan, because they know if I take a loan, that shit is free money. I have a halo too. Thank you. I believe I have a little bit of halo. I believe so. You know, I don't have an economic halo though. I'm really poor, man. I don't got no kind of money. My friend John B, the one that came on, man, he's the one to be helping out sometimes. You know, I'll be broke and he'll send me $10 and shit. Yesterday he sent me $10. I was broke as hell. Thank God for people like John B who be helping me out. 'Cause I don't know what the hell I'd do. I don't know what in the world I would do. Oh man. But the thing is, some people don't have halo, man. Some people are just like regular Joes, and we gotta treat them with love and respect, because some people are just regular average people. You look rich. I'm poor. I'm really poor. You look rich at least. Shit, man. If I were you, I'd be at the bank right now talking about if we get them $3,000, change my mind. Yeah, I got 81 cents. That's what I have to my name, Lightning. I have 81 cents. What do you have? Yeah, you believe you ain't broker than me. But yesterday I got a blessing. Yeah, right. You got 9 cents. Holy shit! I got more than you. And yours is that the British pound. So 9 cents in British pound. Hold on, I'm gonna find that, because 9 cents in British pound. Chat GPT. Hold on, I'm gonna find. Let me see if you have more than me. Let me see. 9 cents. How many dollars? Okay, how much USD is 0.09 cents in British pounds? All right, British pounds. Let me see what the. All right, 9 cents in British pounds is 75 cents. All right, so yeah, I have more than you. I have 81 cents. So your 9 cents in British pounds is actually our US dollar equivalent of 75 cents. Oh, you can donate 5 British pounds tomorrow? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, it's called pence. Okay, 9 pence. All right. So 9 pence is 75 cents to me. So that, so right now I'm richer than you. I have 81 cents. Holy shit. Man, $7. You send me $7, man. You know what I could do with $7? Shit. With $7, I could almost buy some Chinese food. Yeah. You know what's funny about the UK? You guys call weight, like, for example, pounds. Like, I weigh 215 pounds. You guys call it stone, right? That shit is funny as hell. Anytime I hear stone, oh, so such and so is 10 stone. Like, that reminds me of the Flintstones. Like, stone and shit. That's funny. How many stone do you weigh? Holy shit. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up. How many stone? All right. How many stone is 215 pounds? Right. I weigh 15.36 stone. You're 12 stone. 12 stone. Oh man. So I weigh 15.36 stone. You see, I know a little bit about UK. You know, I know a little bit about the UK. I've never been to the UK though. I honestly, I'm be honest. I don't think I want to go to the UK because there's too many damn Muslims over there with this Islam shit. They done messed up Europe. Damn Islamists. You know. 14 pounds in a stone. That's funny, man. Stone. When I listen to Tyson Fury, he talks about that he weighs a certain stone. I'm like, 179 pound. Man, you got a good weight for boxing. I mean, I'm trying to drop down to 195 because I want to fight at cruiserweight. See if I get a fight against Jake Paul. So it's far fetched, but he actually trains at the gym where I go to. So and I know a couple of his people. So you never know, man. You might see me fighting. You might see me fighting Jake Paul. If I fight Jake Paul, I'm telling you, I'll be happy as hell. Cause I know I don't have money. Also, once I have some money, I'm gonna hook some people up. You want to put some weight on? Man, just start eating some Chinese food like me. You don't have a great shape? Man, lift some weights. Get yourself some dumbbells, man. Do them every day. A set of dumbbells could go a long way. You don't even have to join a gym. Push-ups and dumbbell. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna get real strong. Shit. Oh, man. Facebook. Let me check my Facebook. You'll think about our conversation. Yeah, definitely, man. Think about it, and I'm rooting for you, man. I know you're gonna succeed. Whatever it is you decide to do, however it manifests. Yeah, just start and always remember it's gonna start off slow. It's gonna start off slow, and then till the algorithm figures out what niche to put you in, and then all of a sudden, boom, you go viral. And when you go viral, Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I'll be like, damn. At least I'll have a rich friend I could bother. I'll be like, yo, man, can I borrow $10? When I say borrow, it means I'm not gonna pay you back because I don't borrow shit. If somebody wants to send me something, it's free. 'Cause I can't afford to pay anybody back. I'm broke as hell. That's just how it is, man. John, did you leave, John B? I think John B left. I tell you, man. Man, that's what I want. I want to get a fight, damn it. Harvard scientist claims math proves the existence of God. Lightning says, I'll send that $6 as soon as I get in about 11 hours. Thank you, man. I appreciated that. I appreciate it. By the last week of month, my bank is always empty, so it would be nice to even get 10 or 20 from YouTube a month. Well, let me tell you, my channel, my former channel, not this one, the one I had before that I recuperated, um, I was making about $100 a month before YouTube decided to close my channel down for no reason. But I was making a little something, so it's very possible. And I didn't even have that big of a following, but a little $100 check every month, man, came in really handy. So you know, if you're thinking $10 or $20, believe me, it could be a lot more. It could be a lot more. And also TikTok, I believe, it's easy with TikTok. Like if you have PayPal, do you have PayPal? Because on TikTok you can get like payment. Like if you're you upload videos, you can get payments through PayPal. I haven't made any money on TikTok yet, but if any one of my videos does go viral on TikTok, it goes straight to my PayPal. Oh, that's what I do. I live really cheap. Thank you. Hell yeah, He gonna send £5, baby. £5. Y'all don't know. Or is it £5? No, it's pounds, right? I forget. Is it quid or pounds? No, quid is Britain. I don't remember. I think it's pounds. £5. Who's quid? I know in Africa it's rand. In Africa it would be, it's both. Okay, so you guys say quid and, all right. I like pound better. Sounds like it's more. Like if somebody says, how much is how much is that? Is that hamburger? £5. You know, a quid is $1. Like a quid, like, oh, it's only a quid. It sounds little. Quid, it's a little quid thing. But a pound, it sounds like it's heavy. Like so I prefer you give me £5 than £5, because psychologically £5 sounds less. Quid. Okay. Yeah, a pound. It sounds like, all right. Yeah, you got a better deal. You got £5. Oh shit. Oh, this bastard only gave me a quid. Spare quid, mate. You guys say mate like the Australians? I didn't know you guys said mate. Good day, mate. I'm Mozzie. Yeah, Mozzie. Damn bastard sent me a quid. I was hanging out with the kangaroo and the wallaby, and I found myself a quid. I only need a quid. There's a quality quid here. You know, quid sounds like a quail. Quality. I've got a quality quid. What are you gonna do with that quid? I'm gonna buy myself a bottle of water. A bottle of water with that quid. Quality quid. You know? Oh man. A quality quid. What other words do you guys say like that? Say that. Nuggets and nugs. Let me ask you, okay, aside from the word quality, you guys say quality. What other words do you guys say like that so that I can use it? You know, you guys say water, you say quality, you say personality. The girl has a very good personality. What other words do you guys pronounce that way so that I can learn to be posh? I want to be posh. Can you pass the gray poupon? I want to be posh. I want to be a quality posh. Very, very quality. With a good personality. So give me some more, couple more words. What other words do you guys pronounce like that? Anything that with that hard T, you can basically drop the T entirely. Like, for example, like what else? I can't think of anything else right now. Like pretty would be pretty. Oh, she's very pretty. You're a very quality lady. She's very pretty. I'm going to New York City. Going to New York City with a pretty lady to drink some water. You know, I only want a little bitty piece of sausage and baguette. Not a big piece. It's just a little bitty piece. Am I doing it right? And am I finding the right words? Figgy. Figgy? What's figgy? Figgy. I don't know what figgy is. You don't know? You're making shit up. I didn't say figgy. I say bitty. 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 Oh man. Oh, fidgety. Oh, I'm feeling a little fidgety today here in the city. Identity. What is your identity? How would identity? How that was a hard one. Would you say identity? Is it identity or is it identity? How would you say identity? Would you say identity or identity? See, that's a hard one right there. My identity. Okay, so you would pronounce the first T then. Identity. So it wouldn't be identity. It'd be identity. Okay, so you guys you can pronounce the letter T. It's just you choose which one not to pronounce. You wouldn't say spot on. You would say spot on. Okay, so you pronounce the first one. Okay, you guys are just racist to the T. You guys are racist to the T. You pick and choose what tea you want. Would you like some tea? No, you have to say, would you like some E? Don't pronounce the T. Would you like some E? We have some green E. What is E? It's a super posh. Exactly. That's why stupidity is a good omen. Oh God, I'm loving this shit. I'm gonna move to the city. You know what? If I do this long enough, I'm gonna end up talking like that. Talking like that, like unbeknownst to myself. You know, the first T is hard. The second T is forgotten. We have that. It's something similar in Spanish. You know, um, but it's not really with the T. Like for example, salty in Spanish is salado, right? Salado, Salado, salado. But Puerto Ricans say salao. You see? And we do that shit. We always like ow, put ow after it in certain words, you know. Mojado means wet. We say mojao, you know. Um Anything ADO, we go instead of ADO, we go ow, you know. If I shit my pants, estoy cagao instead of cagado. Not forget ten, forgotten, forgot ten, forgotten. Well, that's how we would say forgotten. Over here, an American would say forgotten. Yeah, yeah, I done forgotten. See, that's how we would say it in America. Forgotten, shitting, shitting, caca. Sweet dreams are made of these. The Italian stallion, Rocky Balboa. Anyway, we got 4 people watching the show, and none of them says anything. Why is that? Why is it that people like watch the show and sit there and not say anything? And you know that bothers me so much. That really bothers me because it's like, damn, you know, it's like you. I feel like, are you guys fans or are you just guys like haters and shit trying to find, you know? At least if the people that were watching would at least say hello, so I would know that they're there, you know. It just feels like, you know, I've been had you grinning. Oh, that's a great thing. I'm happy. I'm happy that I had you grinning. You see, you don't have a problem with social interaction. You don't have a problem with social interaction. You ain't even autistic. Maybe they made you believe that shit. You ain't autistic. You're probably artistic. You probably artistic, and you misunderstood it. Your mother trained you very good. You have a quality mother. your no, hold on. Your mama. How do you guys say no? Your mum. You guys say mum. Me mum. Me mum trained me very good. Me mum. Holy shit. You say mum, don't you? Me mum. Me mum. You don't got a girlfriend? Man, the only reason you don't got a girlfriend is you haven't gone out there and tried to get one. Man, with all them girls that you got over there in the UK, Quality madre, yeah. Good old mumsy. Man, pretty soon you're gonna have me speaking posh. I'm gonna be like, hey, could you pass a great poupon? It is 9:10 a.m. I gotta train, man. I have to train. There's some allergens in the air because I'm feeling. I feel it. I feel it. Alexander, man. You know what? I want to meet Alexander Usyk. I wonder what I can do to meet Alexander Usyk and Lomachenko. I want to meet Lomachenko. In fact, I'm gonna write to him right now. Let me find Lomachenko. Lomachenko. I want to meet Lomachenko. I'm gonna write to him right now. His name is Vasily. Vasily Lomachenko. I'm gonna write to him. Vasily Lomachenko. Millie. Do I know who Millie Bobby Brown is? I know who Bobby Brown is. He used to be married. He used to be a singer married to Whitney Houston, but I don't know or the name Millie. When you say Millie, it must be somebody else. Or are you talking about that white girl that does interviews? Her name is Bobby. Is that who you're talking about? All right, here's Lomachenko. Let me see. I'm gonna write to him. No, that's not it. I'm gonna find him on Instagram. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna take. You know. She's the actress from Stranger Things. No, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Millie Bobby Brown. Let me see. I don't. I've seen like Stranger Things. Okay, yeah, I see who she is. Yeah, I know who it is. I mean, I don't know her too much, but I've seen her before. Yeah, what about her? Oh, okay. Let me listen to her then. All right, Millie. Let me listen to that. Millie Bobby Brown. All right, let me listen to her. I'm gonna listen to her accent right here. She's in the interview here. Let me see. You know what? It's actually she sounds pretty American. She doesn't sound too like UK. You know. All right. She just said you've met her. She said her instead of her. You've met her. She sat right here. Daughter. She doesn't say daughter. Daughter. But my daughter. It's a power. It's a power play for her. Until you disappear? Man, that's pretty, man. I like that. You disappear? I have sit downs with her. She's not going anywhere now. That's cool, man. You know what? I think if I move to the UK, my accent might change. That'd be cool, man. Then I'll come back and I'll be sounding expensive. See, that's just the thing. You guys, I don't know if you guys realize it, but that sounds expensive over here. Oh, over here. It sounds expensive over here. So I'm telling you, just you having that accent, it's go, it's gonna bring traffic to your YouTube channel. Just the accent itself, because it sounds expensive. I'm giving you my perception as an outsider. You know, it sounds expensive. Like for example, if you go to Germany, taxi cabs are Mercedes and BMW, but over here, a BMW and a Mercedes is like a fucking luxury item. Only rich people have that. You know what I mean? So depends where you're at. It sounds expensive, and it not only sounds expensive to maybe you guys over there, it sounds expensive over here. You know, so that is why the brands like Gucci, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Italian stuff, it all sounds in more inviting. Like right now, okay, you got Gucci. Gucci, I believe, is Italian, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Gucci, but you ain't gonna have a Ruben brand. Speech lessons. Okay. I don't know why you need speech lessons. It's 9:17. Look, we got 3 people on the show. We got 3 thumbs up. But yet the only person talking to me is Lightning. Where are the other 2 people? Where are you? I'm calling out the other 2 people. Who are you? Because clearly, if you like the show, how come you guys don't say nothing? I'm begging, please say something. Because I want to know if people actually like are listening to the show. So who's on there? Is my friend John B still there? Who's watching? I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking. There is something you can't hide. There's a goblin as green as a goblin can be. Say it again, enunciate it. There's a goblin as green as a goblin can be. The green goblin was gobbling on some green vegetables. There's a goblin as green as a goblin can be. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's a monkey that's monkeying around on a tree. And he says that the tree is of high quality. A high quality monkey climbing up a tree is the same as a goblin gnawing on my knee. They're listening. You're just here listening sometimes too. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is, man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that you see people like on there and nobody says nothing. That's like a tutor who tutored a flute tried to tutor 2 tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot? There you go. There you go. Did you like that one? A tutor who tutored a flute tried to tutor 2 tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot? There's a different way of saying that one too. There's a tutor who tutored a flute tried to teach 2 young tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor 2 tutors to toot? So I think I enunciate pretty well. See, I'm gonna move to the UK. I'm gonna move to the UK and I'm gonna start talking like Elton John. Yo, I heard Elton John went blind, yo. Is that true? I heard that he went blind. That sucks. Now that candle in the window means shit because he can't see it. That sucks, man. I think being blind, like going blind, is horrible. You know, because if you're born blind and you don't know what you're missing because you're born blind, so you don't miss it. But if you're not blind and then you go blind, then that sucks. That must suck ass, man. If I have to choose between being blind and deaf, I'd rather be deaf. But not blind, man. Blind is some fucked up shit. You know? You know how messed up it is if you live alone and you're blind and you're trying to make yourself a sandwich, you don't know if there's a cockroach on top of the counter, and you're making that sandwich, and that cockroach just walk right over the bread and walk right over the mayonnaise, and you got little cockroach tread marks on your mayonnaise, and you shit, and you don't know, maybe you slap that other slab of bread right on top of it, and the cockroach got caught between the two slabs of bread, and you don't know that the shit is there because you're blind. You're over here making a sandwich and shit, and you're thinking it got a crouton in there, and it's just a big old cockroach that you didn't see, you know. And then you sit there, all blind and posh, talk about, that's a bit crispy. That is a bit crispy. It's a little more on the crunchy side. Pass me the Grey Poupon. This is a quality sandwich. A little bit crunchy. It feels like I added crisps to it. Yo, man, I don't ever want to be blind. I think I'd rather die. I'd rather die than be blind, man. Seriously. Because I would feel like I can't do nothing no more. You know? It's a little bit crispy. But that would be my fear. You know? If you're blind, you don't even know if there's a bug. If there's a damn bug on the counter. And here in Puerto Rico, you got flying cockroaches. So we get these cockroaches that come from the trees that are maybe about an inch and a half big. And sometimes, I mean, they'll come in the house and even like in the shower. So imagine that. You're taking a shower, you got your soap in your face, you know, and you say, oh, this water feels nice and high quality. And you got this cockroach crawling up. I'd rather be posh and poor than rich and chavvy. I've never heard of chavvy. That's a new one to me. Rich and chavvy. Posh and poor is fine, but posh and blind, you know, that's horrible because you're like, I have no visibility. I'm blind. I have no visibility. I have no quality of life because I have no visibility. And at least I get a check for my disability because I'm blind because I have no visibility. But now I have no economic ability. You know? I don't know. Chav means council house and violent. Oh, okay. Look what I got. I have a gun. You see? You see, and you light it up in the back. You see, and you get massage. Ooh, my daughter bought me this for Christmas. Oh man, this is great. It's a quality massager. Oh, oh man. It's really strong. Oh god, it's really strong. Because my daughter said, since I box, a lot of times my muscles will sore, and oh man, this is great, man. It has like this hammering action, so it's not really just vibrating. It's actually like impacting. You see, it's impacting. Oh man, this is good though, because I can massage my muscles before I go into the gym, and I can feel all nice and relaxed. Yeah. Uh, yeah, but it's really strong, man. It's really strong. Let me put it on high. Right now it's on one. Let me put it on the highest setting. There you go. The highest quality. Ooh, man. Holy shit, I feel that in my sciatica. Damn. Shavs don't have massage guns. Oh man, this shit is strong as hell. Damn, I feel like my this will activate your intestine. Shit, if you got constipation, you buy one of these massage guns and you put it in the back, and it makes the asshole vibrate, and then you'll have to take a poop. Oh man. Oh, I just felt my holy shit. Oh damn, I felt that in my brain. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn, I feel that in my brain. Oh my goodness, that's some cerebellum shaking massage. Damn. Holy shit. Oh hell no, man. Whew. Man, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Anyways, to my friends who are watching and not saying anything, if you want to make a little donation to my channel, you can donate to PayPal. I appreciate the support. Since you guys are just watching and not saying nothing, I'm assuming you like the show. So, if you want to help the channel out and help us raise a few bucks so we won't be so broke. We only have 81 cents, so if anybody wants to send us a blessing, our friend Lightning already promised he's gonna send us £5 tomorrow. So if any of my friends want to donate a couple of pounds or quid or rand, or yen or pesos to our PayPal account. So anyway, it's 9:28 a.m. guys. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna go train now and get my training out of the way. So it was fun. Lightning, God bless you, brother. And remember what we talked about, and start doing your channel, man. You're gonna succeed. All right. God bless you all. Ruben Obed signing off. I'll talk to you guys later.